The first step in the appeals process is to submit your appeal. Keep in mind that if the state rules in your favor, then the employer also has a right to appeal. If the state determines that you're ineligible for unemployment benefits, then you'll receive a document that says decision at the top. It will also include the date the decision was mailed and your last day to appeal. This is very important. Make sure you appeal the decision before the last day to appeal, or you will lose your opportunity to appeal. If by chance you are past the appeal date and have a very good reason for filing your appeal late, then the state might still consider your appeal. For example, maybe you didn't receive the notice until it was too late, or you were in the hospital and physically unable to file it. Whatever the reason, explain your reason for being late in your appeal and then be prepared to discuss it at your hearing. You can file your appeal by following the instructions in your denial letter. As of now, you can either fax or mail your appeal to the number or address on the letter. Be sure to pay close attention to the appeal instructions. What do you need to include in your appeal? Again, follow the instructions in your denial letter. It usually says you need to include your reason for appealing, your employer's name, your social security number, and your signature. I would also include your claimant ID and state the specific decision you're appealing and the date the decision was made. The reason you give for your appeal doesn't need to be detailed. Look at the denial letter where it says reason for decision and write a paragraph or two explaining why you disagree with it. You'll be giving the other details during the hearing. Take note that throughout the appeal process you want to be consistent, so make sure that whatever you write in the appeal matches whatever you plan to say at the hearing. This is one reason I recommend keeping your appeal reason fairly brief, so there's less of a chance that you accidentally contradict yourself at the hearing. Simply provide a few brief points explaining why you disagree with the decision and think you're eligible for benefits. Now, if you were already paid benefits, you'll likely receive a notice of overpayment at the same time. The state is saying that because you received benefits but shouldn't have, you need to repay what you received. In my experience, all decisions made by the state are considered together at one appeal hearing. Make sure you mention in your appeal letter that you're appealing all of these decisions, and you might want to name each decision specifically and the date each was made. Now, when you submit your appeal letter, you can also attach evidence to it and list any witnesses you have. You'll have an opportunity to submit evidence later after you receive your hearing notice, so if you know you have evidence that will help your case, then feel free to submit it with your appeal. Otherwise, you can take some time to review what you have and submit it later. I'll discuss evidence in detail in a later lesson.